Hi, welcome back. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to basically just do a short demo on using RMAN to perform a fix for an error. So basically, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop a table space and basically and then restore and recover it to my into my database, and basically, and again, so it's I'm only going to do just one scenario to that. Okay, so what I'll do is I need to go to my SQL Plus client. So first thing I'll do is I need to confirm that I have, again, I'm going to drop the example table space. So what I'll do is, and inside and associated with the example table space, you have the example 01 database file. So what I'll do is this select name from the $data file. And basically, as you can see, I have the example 01 database file. So what I'll do now is I need to confirm my table space. So give me 1 second. Describe on this. I'm trying to figure out which one is it. Just give me 1 second. So it's not that. Give me 1 second. Describe the table. There you go. So I'm wondering, what did I do wrong the first one? Like, okay, I used tablespace name. So anyways, what I'll do now is I need to confirm what my tablespace is. I'll select name from the tablespace. Basically, as you can see, I have the example tablespace. So I'm gonna drop this tablespace, and then this, as I said earlier, I already have a backup copy of this database, and then so I'll use that to bring back my drop tablespace. So and again, so drop tablespace. I'm going to example. Actually, you know what? So it's probably going to have to be dropped. And again, so I do have content in my tablespace, right? So it's going to be drop tablespace example, including, this is going to be the complete text, the complete SQL statement, including contents and data files, and then last is going to be cascade constraint. So basically, this is okay. So with this over 29857, good thing is I previously ran this query, so I do have a file with the scripts to resolve this. I'll put this right here. Actually, let me drag it out just a little bit more. Okay, so this is the error that I'm experiencing over 29857. So basically, I have some domain indexes right on my table space. So I'm going to run this query to basically figure out what those domain indexes are. So actually, you know what? I do have two queries. So basically, with this query, you can query user underscore indexes to basically, if you think that the index is going to be, it's going to apply only to your particular schema. But you can use the all underscore indexes to basically get on to retrieve all the indexes that are part of the entire that are part of the entire database. So I think this is the safer bet in terms of retrieving a result set. So I'm going to copy this and paste it. So these are the two. This is the domain index that I have in my on my table space, the example table space. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get rid of this index. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna run drop index and then index name. So it's gonna be drop index, and then index name is gonna be sup underscore txt underscore idx. What did I do wrong? Drop index. Oh no. So what I'll do is, so basically I'm referencing an index who will basically that has an owner a different owner. I'm not the owner of this index. So what I need to do is I need to prefix this index. So I want to do drop index, and I'm going to type in sh underscore sup underscore txt underscore idx, and I'm going to drop my index now. Okay, so what I'll do again, now I'm going to try to drop my tablespace again. Drop tablespace. You know what? I have to write this out again, so let me copy this. Constraint. So now I have materialized view, right? That's the over 23515. So I already have, again, I ran this before, so so this is how to get rid of this of the materialized views. So basically, I'm gonna run this query. And basically, with this query, what it's gonna do is it's gonna give me the active queries to drop materialized views that are on my associated with this table space. So I'm gonna run this query. And basically, these are the two statements that I have, two statements, SQL statements that I have to run to get rid of, to drop the materialized views. So what I'm going to do is, I already have them here. So I'm going to do drop materialized view. This is the first statement, sh underscore, and then preserve table space. Copy this. That's the first one. And then I have a second one. Drop materialized view, sh week is got. Okay. Copy this. And then paste it on my SQL Plus. There you go. So now what I'll do is I'm going to rerun my drop table space. So mark I should already have it. There you go. So I have it right here. So drop table space with this name. Okay. So come to my SQL Plus. Copy. There you go. And I'll just change the table space name to example. And close it out. This gave me a hard time earlier too, so let me do this. A table space example. Drop table space example, including content and data files, cascade constraint. There you go. Tablespace dropped. So if I run select name from v dollar tablespace again, so I no longer have my example tablespace, right? And so I'll check my data files. No example data file. So what I'll do now is, so now I'm going to recover my data, my drop tablespace. So what I'll do is I'll put this away. I already have the scripts right here. So what I'll do is actually not this one, that one. So let me minimize this. Come to this one. So now I'm going to go into RMAN. I already have the steps right here, right? So I'm going to go into RMAN. So I'm going to exit. So go to host CLS. Okay. RMAN target. Okay. So what I'll do now is I need to shut down my. I'm going to shut down my database. And also, so because I have my recovery catalog inside of my actual database, so I will not be able to use my recovery catalog to perform any kind of my recovery, again. So control file, the backup data that's stored in control file is completely separate from backup data that's stored in the recovery catalog. So okay, so what I'll do now is I am going to basically, my database is started. So if I run report schema using control file, and again, so I do not have my example tablespace in this schema. But if I was to say, okay, connect, just to show you that I have different data that are being stored in the two storage methods, and the mechanisms. So connect catalog RMAN. No, okay, so quit RMAN target catalog RMAN. And if I was to run report schema, and again, so what I'll do is, so basically I do not have my example tablespace in either the recovery catalog or the control file. So what I'll do now is I'm going to quit and then actually get started. So first thing I'll do is I'm going to connect to RMAN target, and then when I get there, shut down immediate. And again, I'm using my control file and not the recovery catalog. I probably should have ran a shutdown abort. Again, if that's a shutdown. Okay, database closed, database dismounted. Uh, and again, so what I'll do next time, I need to basically just start database in normal mode. And also the reason why I have to go through this is just in terms of recovering a drop table space, right? So when you drop a table space, it's no longer it's not in the control file anymore. So if you wanted to do if I was to do a recover database or recover and restore database, basically I would basically have an error. And actually, you know what instead of just actually no anyways, so basically if I had run again, so you can again generally what you can do a restore and recover that restore database and then recover database too, basically to retrieve drop what I can't do it. I will actually just show it to you. So let me quit. Let me go to SQL Plus. Startup. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go back into RMAN and then show you that again if I was to do a restore and recover, it would be that would not be I would not be successful in doing that. So catalog RMAN. So remember I dropped my my example table space, right? So if I was to say restore table space, so this is the first command I want to run, restore database actually, or you know what, restore table space example. Could not translate table space name, right? So basically, it's not because what I was trying to explain to you earlier is that the example table space is not it's not in a control file. So the database is not aware at all of this table space existing. So basically, that's why you cannot restore and recover it, right? Because like it's not in a control file. So if I was to do even if I was to do a restore database, basically I would not be able to restore my object. So if I was to say okay, um, again just to report my schema again, report schema. It's not in there, so restore database. Can I obtain exclusive enqueue? So again, so even if I do restore recover database is again it's gonna be the same. You will not be able to restore to bring back your table space because it's not in the it's not in control file. And you're gonna keep receiving these errors about the data file one, and you're gonna be concerned. You're gonna be asking, okay, so what's going on? What's going on? What's wrong with data file one? So, but the truth is, it's not about data file one. It is because you're trying to perform a restore or recover operation where basically if one of your data files is not being recognized because it's no longer there. So what I need to do is I am going to actually I'm going to quit because I need to exit from my recovery catalog and I'm going to go into my control file catalog. So exit, and target, and then so now again if you remember, so I'm not going to connect to my I'm not going to connect to my recovery catalog. So I'm going to issue a command shut down abort. As you can see, using my control file instead of my recovery catalog. So okay, this is it was shut down. So what I need to do now is I need to start my database in no mount mode, startup, no mount. And then next I will actually run the restore control file, and then I'm gonna need to get this file. So actually, you know what? Let me take you through my file, my directories, my file system. So basically, these are all the backup that I have, right? So basically, again, so what I need to do is I need to get a backup from an auto backup, basically where I have my most recent, my most a copy of my control file that has that has the database, the tablespace that I dropped. So click on auto backup, right? And so I performed a this again. What time is it? It's 1:40. So just make sure I did perform that earlier. So I'm gonna click on this, and actually, before, you know what? I have multiple copies. So what I'll do is let me do this. I'm gonna copy this one. So I'm gonna run restore control file from, and again, so you can only run a restore control file from if the database is in no mount mode. If the database is in mount mode, it's gonna ask for it too. You have to write this, you have to put in the to clause. So again, make sure that your database is in no mount mode. So basically, I'm gonna paste this here, and again, so I have the first one. I'll take the first one. So actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, let me try the second one, and then see if this one doesn't have my table space, then I'll just go for the first one. So paste it here, and then run it. And then what I need to do now is I'm gonna run alter database mount. And then, so you need to have your database in mount mode now to be able to report on your schema, right? To see what data file you have in this control file. So report schema. So basically, as you can see, I do have my example 01 the data file in tablespace. So what I'll do is, and again, so I capture this. I'm using the second backup set piece. So what I'll do now is I will actually again, so I'm gonna run this command, right? This so I need to actually just modify my this query. So to date, and again, so 30 04 2014 time, and again, time is not really important. I have 1023 here, but again, just for the sake of the tutorial, so let me put in 1023, and again, so remember this is 24 hours. So basically, if it's 10 a.m. you put 10 a.m. If it's 10 p.m. you put 23. Again for the hour. So and again, so DD is gonna be the day, MM the month, and then the year. And restore database. Okay, so let me do this. Let me actually just go to SQL Plus. What I'll do is I'm gonna bring this down, and so run curly brace set until um time, and then double quote 2 underscore date 30 04 2014 10 23 and then day day, month, year, and then hour, minute, second. Okay. Close this out. Semicolon. Restore database. Semicolon. Recover database. Semicolon. And then curly brace. And I should receive an error from this. It's gonna say until time of recovery window is before reset logs, but let's see. Actually, you know what? It might not say this because I haven't. I'm using my most recent incarnation, the most recent incarnation for my database. But let's see where this is going. Okay. So there you go. Recovery was successful. So what I need to do now is I'm going to run a so both the restore and recover was successful, right? So I'm gonna run now author database open reset logs. And then so what I'm doing now is I'm going to have a new incarnation for my database. So what I have here is, so previously what I did is I took a backup of my database, right? And then I restored and I performed successfully restore and recover operations using a different backup. So basically what I mean is that the backup that included the object that I dropped that I then dropped was actually different in a different incarnation. And basically, so this is the error that you will see if that is the case. So if you have let's say you have an object in incarnation one, right? And basically you drop your database and you drop an object and you start to recover it and you're not successful in doing that in incarnation 2, then basically that means that you have two separate incarnations, one with your database object drop tablespace, one with the database object the tablespace, and the other one without it. So basically what you need to do is you need to you're gonna encounter this error. And basically, I posted this script on the discussion section of my YouTube channel. So basically, just refer to that if you do run into the RMAN 2027, this is the reason why, because you have two separate incarnations of a database. So again, the database is open before I go into my database. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to talk about. So this incarnation, right? So these are different incarnations that I have for my database. So basically, so I have again one of five. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that so again two and three basically do not have the same objects, right? So this one has two has the object that I previously, that this well, basically that is a copy. Well, basically, I do have my drop object, and then please the data is the database where I do not have my that particular object. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that if you run into this error, is because you are trying to access a previous incarnation, and basically you have to go through these different steps. Again, so if that was the case for you, again, you would do a list incarnation, shut down again, start up your database in normal again, do a restore control file from. So basically, this time you're going to do a restore from a previous control file that you know is going to have a copy of your drop of your table space, your drop table space. So for me, this was a bit for basically for the back for the they did for the backup that I knew had a copy of my drop table space. And basically, so what you would do then after that is you would then alter the dismount. Then after that, you would do a just to confirm what you have, just to confirm once again that you do have that particular object. You would run this command again, and after that you would do a reset database to incarnation, and again so you only have access to a set of incarnation that we're recording as because you're using this particular control file. And then after that you would run the catalog start with and then again so it's going to be flash recovery area. So and you're going to take copy this directory and basically just this is the directory that you're going to be cataloging, that you're gonna use the catalog start command with on, and then basically it's gonna ask you again, do you want to do this? So yeah, yes. So basically this is just a scenario if you had two separate database incarnations and you wanted to access to basically just bring back a drop object as part of a previous database incarnation. So basically, I do have I was able to basically just reopen my database successfully. What I'll do now is I'm gonna do a report schema. So I do have my example table space. Let me go to host SQL plus select name from the $data file. I do have my example data file, so it's gonna be select name from the table space. What did I just do? Select name from the table space. There you go. Example table space is back, and basically, if you notice, what I'll also do is I'm gonna confirm that that everything else that was dropped is also back. Basically, I'm just gonna confirm my materialized view. Yeah, actually, this should give me the the same. There you go. So my database is back to its previous state. So basically, this is just an example of how you can use RMAN to bring back a drop table space. So what I'll do now is I'm actually going to go back into the tutorial. Put these aside. The next one should be, give me 1 second. I'm going to take you through Oracle Enterprise Manager. And I'm going to show you how to use Oracle RMAN in your Oracle Enterprise Manager application. So, again, just give me 1 second. Let me get my just be patient. Okay. So what I need to do is I'm going to log in. Sys. SysDBA and log in. So apparently my internet connection is actually taking some time to connect. So just be patient. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go. So let's try it out. Come on, local host. That's it. There you go. Let's continue to your website. Ah, get out of here. Please, come on. There you go. So what I need to do now is I'm gonna go into my availability, and then this is where I'll be able to do the do the just set up my backup using OEM. So basically here I have the degree of parallelism, and again just test the backup or use it if I'm using disk. Um, and again I'll need to enter in my host credentials. And, so pretty much again, so yeah, so with the OEM, basically you on again it's just you just view like it's more streamlined, right? So you just you're looking at actual items, right? Actual if you want to do a backup set, then basically you're looking at backup set. If you want to do a compressed backup set, and you just select it. So basically, in terms of using OEM, what you're doing is you are basically just again so once you select an item, right, and then when you move forward and basically just and then execute your RMAN operation, and basically what's going on is the same commands that you use on a SQL Plus window or on a common client is what is basically they're going to be executed in the back end. Again, so again you have application server, and then you also have the RMAN commands are executed internally. So but definitely again, so if you have access to OEM, it makes performing backup, restore, and recovery operations easier. But I would just recommend to get used to the command line first before you settle for an easy to use graphical tool. Um, but again, it's totally up to the you know to anyone's preference. So what I'll do is I'm not going to perform any backup right now. So even if I was to say okay, let's try it out, test this backup. So username, specify username. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, just basically, and again, so it's very straightforward. Test this backup, and you need your host credential. It's simply with tape and backup set, and so it's very straightforward. What I'm gonna do is now is I'm gonna stop right here because and then what I'll do is I'm gonna pick it back up. And so next time I'm gonna go into the as you can see I'm gonna go into the different the other RMAN functionalities. Basically, it's gonna be the two functionalities that you have with RMAN are the verification duplication, and you also have the RMAN basically just the database transfer from different OS platforms. So you can transfer database from a Windows to a from Windows platform to an OS to Linux platform or to a Linux platform or back and forth. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.